EcoStore started in 1993. Melanie and I were living in a permaculture eco-village in the north of New Zealand. And permaculture is like organics, but it's even more so. It's all about designing food systems that look after themselves, that you don't even have to work, but they give you beautiful organic food. We've got about 12 houses all close together. I've always been very interested in how humans live together, and particularly in the West, people have started losing their family groups. They don't live close together anymore, and so we're thinking, how can you do that in New Zealand without it actually being your real family? You could actually have other people part of your life. That's what we had at the Eco Village. We could actually just sleep in, and our kids would run out the front door and we knew they're safe. On the other side, I just have always loved being a little farmer, and so we started that in 1986. We actually learned how to live a life which would be very good for the planet, and there would be no waste, and we'd be eating good food, and we'd be very healthy. So in 1993, I wanted to start up a new business. So EcoStore right at the beginning was a new way to fundraise. So my daughter Ahi made the cartoon as a Father's Day present. And why that was so important was that I have always loved cartoons and comic books. Then we photocopied it and we hand stitched the binding, and Ahi coloured each one, and we did 200 ones that she hand coloured, and then she signed like an artist. And then when I was in the USA, I used to use them as my business card, and the publishers saw the cartoon, the original one. They loved it so much that they got Ahi to do more cartoons for my book, but they also got their animator who worked for them to work with Ahi, and together they made the animation cartoon that you see. So we've actually had artists, so across our whole range. To get onto the label of an EcoStore, you have to be a famous artist in New Zealand. In China last year, the Prime Minister of New Zealand took Melanie and some other people to China, and she actually got to talk to Jack Ma even and ask him a question. And she asked him the question, how important do you think organics is? And Jack Ma said he thinks it's the most important thing for his business, and he said his wife does all his shopping, and the number one search term that she uses when she's looking for things is the word organic. Jack Ma's organisation, Alibaba, and they gave us statistics, and we found out we were already selling almost $1 million worth of product in China, and we'd never sold anything ourselves. So therefore now we actually have our own store on Tmall. As ecoman, Melanie and I set up EcoStore because we really wanted to share with the world all the products, but also we wanted a new way to fund not-for-profit for a foundation. So now we're working in the foundation, and we're doing 2 big projects, and EcoStore's number one promise is that we will look after what ends up on your skin, so much so that we even say no to 50% of the natural chemicals. We won't even use those, because we are so concerned about your health as well as the health of the planet.